much time on my own, alone, and I never opened my heart until you came and knocked on my door. You make me feel like it. I've been waiting for someone like you. I've been waiting for someone like you. Maybe I won't always be standing tall. Maybe sometimes you feel like not caring at all. But I give it my best. I've been waiting for someone like I've been waiting for someone like you. I've been waiting for someone like you. As long as you just hold me with your strong and loving arms, you'll never see me wonder. 'Cause I know that it's you, and you're making me feel like it's you. I've been waiting for someone like you.
Hey, welcome. Hi, how are you? How's it going? Sorry to keep you waiting. I was posting on different and all our social media things, the link to the stream, but now we're done and we're ready to get started. How are you tonight? Is everything fine? Alright, let me see if we can find a better playlist. I like that better. There you go. Let me know if the volume's working well. If it's too loud, just let me know. If it's too low, same thing. Sup, Cronus? How are you? How's your night going? Good man, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm happy that we finally finished this guy. We'll be prepping him for printing tonight. What do you think? I'm thinking we should, or like I should put the have the staff be a separate object. Maybe that'll print easier as a separate object. Or maybe have a version of it with all like with the base and the staff and all of the like everything on him, and then have another version with the base and the staff separate. Finishing up at work, watching the hockey game. Nice. Who's playing? Welcome everyone who's tuning in. How are you guys? Having a good night? Ducks and Wild. I don't know much about hockey, but I know I actually know both of those teams. That looks sweet. You like it? I'm for Ducks. Me too. Me too. Yeah, like I know nothing about hockey, but I used to play as a kid one of the NHL games on the PS1, and I was always playing as the Ducks. I don't know why. Maybe because it was the first team that appeared on the menu, or maybe the logo. I thought it was cool, but funny. Yeah. What do you think of the armor? I think it came out great. Don't know if as a 1-inch or 28 millimeter miniature this amount of detail will print. Probably on like high-end printers like DLP or SLA printers, not on FDM. But maybe it won't. Like maybe not even in a photon. So I don't know. You'll let me know if you print this guy tomorrow. Hopefully I'm getting the printer tomorrow finally after so many weeks. Anaheim first. Yeah, that was it. That was why. So I'm still trying to put some of the of these elements, like move them around so that it prints nicer. Like I reduce the gap we had on the in here between the back of the character and the cape. Also made the cape a little bit thicker so that it prints easier, doesn't break. Oh hey Jacob, how are you? How's it going? Are you a South Cal native, Kronos? Just cleaning this guy up, because I moved some of these parts earlier today, trying to make it look nicer. I was messing with the with volumes and yeah, in OBS and the music app I'm using. Is the volume fine? Is it too loud? Should I lower it or just keep it as it is? Oh, this moved. So this file's like 5 million points and it's starting to get weird. I don't know why. It's kind of slow. Ref just got injured. Huh, that's funny. Welcome everyone who's tuning in. How are you doing, guys? Oh, by the way, we have already finished the Kickstarter model. You want to see that? It's like 50 million polygons. It was hard to finish. Just computer was super slow. But it's very, very detailed. If you want me to, I can show it to you. Kickstarter is coming. It is coming. I don't know when. Must have missed that. I've been posting stuff on Discord. I don't know when it's coming. We're actually gonna do physical models, so physical big models like resin cast big models. Like the bases are gonna be 10 centimeters. You can use them for D&D, or you could use them as replacements for big units on like 40k or Age of Sigmar, or I mean you can use it for whatever game. So yeah, that's what we were doing. And but there's a lot of things we have to figure out regarding molding and casting and having all the different parts. But the model itself, let me show it to you. The model itself, it is done. I'm just working on slicing it, not slicing, cutting all the parts so that so that we can mold them, and adding the pegs. Where is it? Oh, here. Kickstarter boss. Actually, instead of, well, I can show you the sculpt, and this is, who is this? That was Raistlin. We're releasing that tomorrow. So this guy, sorry for the different colors, but that's a way to help me remind what I'm working on. So as you can see, the detail here is pretty like it is very detailed. So yeah, as you can see, the computer is kind of slow with this. You're going to make us an STL tier? Yes, I will make an STL tier, but not for this model though. We will have something for available for 3D printing. Not this actual model, but we will have cool stuff though. So yeah, this guy's gonna have a couple of weapons, different heads, different tail, probably different arms, shoulder pads, all swappable. So yep. Alright, let's go back to this guy. Let's keep smoothing the cape. Actually, I think we could add a little bit more detail here to the folds. Just so that it prints better. So remember we were talking about Apex Legends last week. Big thing, right? I didn't see that coming. Haven't played it yet, but I played it once, but got insta killed and then just closed it. I would title it the Mage King. Would you? Instead of what is it? Raistlin. Like, is that character copyrighted, or like, does it have a trademark? Didn't look that up actually. That gorgeous but not reminiscent of Raistlin. Oh, why? What do you think that? Like, we can make some adjustments. You think the face doesn't look like him, or? What would you change? I don't want you to ruin that model. We're not ruining it. In any case, it would be an upgrade, right? It'll look better. Like, do you see any issues with the pose or the cape or something, print-wise? Like, is there something that you would move a little bit so that it prints better? If you do, let me know that, like, this is the time. Radiated power here was inhabited by a lich, basically. Gotcha. Like, Raistlin, powerful, was very weak, body plate, face size were almost cat-like. I would print it, but it's Raistlin. But on resin, I think you're trying to say that. Yeah, of course, because of the armor, all the armor and these details wouldn't be visible on FDM, right? Finally getting my printer tomorrow. I think they have already. It's already on its way. So this model, I didn't make it. I was working on the basis. I'm just trying to make all the parts where different elements of the model intersect look a little bit better, and just make sure everything prints fine. Really gorgeous. It's gorgeous, really gorgeous. Thank you. I really liked it too. Let's see, probably these parts here are a bit too small. Like the idea of calling him the Mage King. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that for sure. Let's probably inflate these parts. By the way, guys, did you check out the bases we released yesterday? Has anyone printed them? Printing them now. What shape? Well, what shape and what size are you printing? Well, yeah, we like, this is our take on this guy. Like, we grabbed some of the elements he has, and like, this is our take. Maybe it's a bit off of what you would expect, but we were actually using most of this, like most of the material we found on Google from this guy. Use the 25mm ones and scale them up a little to make them 27 to use for Legion. Gotcha. Perfect. Rounded or square? Let's look that up. The Legion tabletop. Rounded? Yeah, cool. Actually, those are the ones I figured would be the most used, and the ones I liked the least, because they're just too small and there's not enough space to put all the elements there. So yeah, in my opinion, those are the ones that, like, it's not that I don't like them, but out of all of them, I think there's like the oval ones came out great. 2-inch rounded and square came out great. Yeah, next time I'll probably be doing finer detail, smaller things, like smaller elements on the bases, so that it like all of them look better, not just the ones that have more space. I drag the square ones. Stone ruins next. Stone ruins next? What do you mean? Like the faces reference you sent? I vote lava, so I compare it with your elemental. Well, stone ruins. We have I think that one, stone ruins, and asphalt street, like with cracks, on the list. But I can add lava, although we wouldn't see them like until 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks probably. You saw in Discord the final paint of your elemental, right? Nope. Or did I? Probably I did, but I was probably at work. And oh, this one, nice, love it. Okay, I like how this, like how you painted on the back the, what would you call them? Like dried lava, rocky parts. Like they're not hot anymore, so that they're more like rocks. I'd like to see more of that all over the model. But overall, I like the finish you gave it. Looks nice. Pick those details out. Pieces of lava rock. Yeah, lava rock. That's what I was looking for. Like those words. Looks great. Was this the one you started off with a gradient? It's not, right? Oops. That was the wet blend one. Gotcha. So this week's gonna be heavy on releases. We did the bases last night. We're gonna release this guy tomorrow, and we'll probably have another one on Friday or Saturday. Most probably on Friday. And we will also be running polls later this week. So if you have any more ideas of what you would like to see on the polls, this is the moment. Last chance. As soon as you release this model, it's going on... What? As soon as you release this model, it's going on my bed. Don't care if it's Raistlin or not. Oh, gotcha. The Mage King is coming to my collection. Yeah, awesome. I can't wait for the printer to arrive. I just want to print all of the minis we've released so far on resin. Just can't wait. So excited for it. Been waiting for more than a month for it. Print all the things. Oh yeah, that thing's going non-stop for days. Although I gotta be careful, because I will run out of, like, I don't want to run out of resin. The bottle it comes with is, I think, a quarter of a liter, so it's not too much, and it's not as easy to get in Mexico, so I gotta be kind of careful with it. Because probably ordering more will take another week or two. But yeah, I'm gonna be printing everything. Oh. Honestly, you and Duncan hit my bed the most. Order one more bottle list. Yeah, I will. Just don't know which, like, what's the best brand. Like, oh, and thanks for saying that. That means a lot. And the bottle it comes with is teeny tiny. Yeah, I know. But like, I have the access to the spreadsheet, the Excel thing where there's all the cure times and which one is better and all of that thing. But still, I don't know what to get. Like, the one I can get the easiest and the fastest is Monocure, but I don't know. Should I? Anycubic grade, yeah, that's like 5 times its price here in Amazon Mexico. So I would have to order it from Amazon in the US, and it's gonna take a couple of weeks to arrive. But I've seen the results you guys post, and that was my first option. Monocure is a good one too. You're in Mexico? Yeah, in Cancun, Mexico. You'll be fine, just follow the spreadsheet. Alright. We're in Mexico, Cancun. Cancun, Mexico. Actually, we did a little bit of a trip this past weekend. We went to Tulum If you have a chance to go there, do so. It's an awesome place. We stayed at a hotel, like the rooms are probably like 30 meters away from the sea. So we woke up at 6 a.m. to watch the sunrise. Gorgeous. If you have a chance to do that, I'd recommend it. It's only like an hour and a half from Cancun. You gotta come here because there's no airport closer, and then you can grab a cab or something, like bus or whatever. So jelly. Too bad you can't sculpt the sunrise. No, but we can take a picture of it. I got an awesome picture my girlfriend took that day. Let me show it to you. Like, check this out. How can I? Oh, we cannot. Well, whatever. That's where we stayed at. Like, not this little triangle thing, house, bird nest, weird thing. But like 30 meters away from here, there was our room and the restaurant, all of that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I have a place near Cabo actually, haha. Close to Todos Santos. That's awesome. It's always like, it's always good to be able to go to this kind of place, just relax and like have peaceful time. Las Churrias beach area. Never been there, but I've heard it's very pretty. I have a cousin living there. He's always talking about how cool it is. I speak perfect Spanish. My wife is Mexican. LOL. I do speak perfect Spanish as well, because I'm Mexican. Haha. I knew your wife was Mexican. I didn't know you spoke Spanish. It's all Canadians that live in that area down there, where we are. Gotcha. Soy medio gringo afuera, latino adentro. Nada mal. About the different parts, do you want me to put him up as it is right now, or have the staff and the base separate, or maybe both versions? Both versions. Okay. Okay. It's going to be hard for every... Yeah, it is. But most prints this size are hard for FDM, so not too worried about it. Totally doing it on resin as big as I can make it. Why? How big? Are you playing with it, or just to have it like as decoration or something for your desk? Like how big? I think Darth is in love. I think he is. But that's a good thing, right? Always happy you guys like the work we're doing. any type of mage. If you guys are into mages, you're gonna be so happy with something we've been working on. It's a kind of a surprise, because it's a collaboration with an illustrator. He has quite some followers, and his illustrations, his character illustrations are great. And yeah, so we're making one of his characters as a 3D printable model. We're sending him a copy, of course, and we're releasing it on Patreon in a couple of weeks as well. So that's all I'm telling you. It's a wizard as well, a mage, and he's got a very cool weapon, very cool pose. I mean, the character overall looks great. I'm starting a collection of them. Well, that's gonna be one more to the collection. I'm not telling you who yet. You're gonna make me orgasm, dude. Why does this stream always have to end up being sexual talk? Can't wait to see it. Me too. I'm excited about it. Unfortunately, we have so much stuff on the to-do list. We wouldn't be able to release it sooner. So probably 2 weeks from now, 2 or 3 weeks should be enough to finish him. So I'm trying to move these pieces right now just so that they all pop out. I kind of want to make them like exaggerate the silhouette and all the shapes and the forms. That way, when viewed at a distance on a tabletop, it's gonna be easier to appreciate all the small details. I'll probably make the ankles bigger so that it doesn't break. I feel like they are a little bit thin right now. So it's also been a month since I ordered my 40k orcs army, and it's still not here. So just asked for a refund. I'm waiting to see if there's anything they can do or what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty disappointed with that. Like that plus the printer taking like almost a month to be shipped. Like I've had some pretty bad experiences lately with ordering stuff from the internet. Games Workshop is the devil. Yeah, they are. But I still want to play, so and I mean Amazon Mexico has most common things. Like if you're looking for books or a mouse, keyboard, like those sort of things, they have it and they will deliver it the next day. But imported things like Warhammer, resin for 3D printers, like things that are not that common, like they're so overpriced. Like 40k miniatures are like triple the price on Amazon Mexico, and it's just stupid. So it didn't make sense to order them from Amazon. But I don't know if I get a refund, like I'm not sure I want to order, like do my or order them again just with a faster shipping. Service. But we'll see, maybe they won't even give me a refund, so I don't know. Well, let's make this part bigger. Great. I think he's ready. There's no other parts that I can see, at least right now, that could need some help. Or maybe the shoulder pads. Alright, I think this guy's ready. Oh, the hand looks terrible. So I was just moving things around and I probably broke all these fingers while doing that. Just a matter of putting them back into place. But all the great models we have because of Games Workshop. Yeah, like to be honest, I don't even like them that much. Most of them, they have cool models, but the grand majority of them I don't think are that great. The designs, not the quality. The quality is top notch, but the designs I don't like them that much. I like the game. I think that's enough. Alright, let's save this before something terrible happens. And yeah, let's prepare it for printing. So let's bring What could it be? Let's see, probably the engineer. That's been working, right? Actually, let's bring the engineer and also the elementals. Just to make sure the size is correct. Wait, what? What happened to this? Okay, we'll take a look at this in a moment. For now, let's... Probably that's size, right? Let's go to subtools again. Now let's get rid of this guy and this guy. Let's see. Okay, so first things first, let's duplicate this guy. Move it to the side. Grab the staff. Duplicate. Move it to the side. Do the same for the base. Move it to the side. Actually, before that, let's append and import the logo. Let's rotate that. We're having the same problem we had last time. Let's mirror it. There you go. Let's turn on the transparency mode. Something like that's great. Now let's just subtract. That's great. Make this a dynamic sub. And let's duplicate this just in case we do something bad. And that's probably too much. Let's dynamic this. Perfect. And now merge down. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. Let's move it around a little bit. Make it a bit smaller. Alright, that looks better. Now we can duplicate this and move it to the side. This one can be... Oh, actually no. Let's first dynamesh everything. Perfect. Now this guy. That might take a little while, but I thought it would take a while, but it's going pretty quickly. Huh. Almost. Let's try something a little bit higher. Maybe just a little bit higher. Oh, come on. Let's see if that doesn't break it. I think I went super high. I think this is gonna be not an easy print, but a cool one for sure. Really? Is that not enough? Let's go 3000 dynamesh. Really? Is that as good as it gets? That sucks. Well, it's not bad. Now let's auto groups. There you go. And now this whole thing. Let's put it on top. That one as well. And the base is this one. Now let's merge down. And again. Let's save before it crashes. And should be around the same number as before. Alright, now let's have a final look. Looks great, looks great. Nothing's broken. I think we're ready to prepare this. Let's save again. And I'm gonna do them all at the same time, so that's gonna be here. This means all. So it's also not, oh, of course. Pre-process all. So it's gonna take a bit of time. You can chat a little bit while Zebra's doing its thing. What have you guys been up to? What have you been printing? We just opened our Twitter account finally. It was very requested for the last couple of weeks, so if you can give us a follow there, that would mean a lot. I'll try to be kind of active on Twitter, although I don't like it that much. Never been a fan of it, but I'll try to. And yeah, I'll try to keep posts coming and the conversation there as well. If you want to have if you do want to follow us, make sure to go to Patreon or Discord, or I think on our Facebook we have it as well, the link to our Twitter. If you don't, then it's just at Cast and Play, I think. If you don't have us, or if you're not a patron yet. It's 10%. All my prints are idle. I need to install Octoprint, but I need power supply for my soldering iron. I don't touch the tweeters anymore. No worries. What's Octoprint? What is that for? Is that a slicer? I think it's finished. There you go. Now I think 20% is fine. That's a million. No, that's too much. Let's go for 10. Allows me to print remotely. Oh, that's cool. How do you control that? With your phone? Hey Mark! Oh, hey Mark! How are you? Using a Raspberry Pi. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yes, of course. Still a lot. Let's go for 6%. Great, now we can just update size ratios. It's all a little bit big, so let's scale it down. Oh, sorry, not that. The printer went a little haywire when I tried to print a base for the elemental and ended up knocking all of the leveling screws. Oh, that sucks. Good, yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. We're preparing this model for its release tomorrow. Update 47. Like, for example, this, how big is it? 47 by 47. We can make it a little bit bigger. Figured since my bed is out of balance, time to do the upgrades. Gotcha. Yeah, well, it's part of the hobby, right? I think that should be it for this guy. 48 millimeters. I think that's good enough. Let's rename all of this. What was the name you suggested? Mage King? What was it? Mage. What is this? I don't need that anymore. This one's called base. And now we can just export all of this. Let's make a folder here called STLs. Perfect. Okay, I gotta check what happened with the elementals. Let's import them here. That's super weird. Yeah, the Mage King. Alright. Okay, that's super weird. I don't know why this sizes were affected. Shit, not that one. Let's make that adjustment real quick. Glad I saw this. Okay, so let's bring in the engineer. It's a good reference. My network went wacky. No worries, no worries. So how big was this guy? Like that? Or bigger? I think something like that looks better. Oh, actually, the fireball has the actual size, so maybe let's just scale them until the fireballs are the same size, which is somewhere around that. Yeah, perfect. Maybe let's make it a little bit bigger. There you go. Let's move this here. Go back to subtools, and that's been taken care of. Let's get rid of that, and I kind of want to rename this. That's pose 1, that's pose 2, and this one's pose 2 with fireballs. This one's fireball. And let's get rid of the ones we had before. It's probably because I didn't update the size ratios when I did the elbow corrections. Maybe that's it. Now let's export all of this. There you go. Just compared it in real life. I have both of them printed. And what do you think? Was it correct? It's about the size. Oh, gotcha. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, alright, so these new versions with the corrected elbows shouldn't break. Should be the same size as before, and they're already on the archive, so we're done with that. We're done with Raistlin Wicked. I kind of wanted to go through the rendering. Let's see how much time we've been going on for. Oh, my internet's super bad. That's because of Dropbox. Let's pause. Oh no, I cannot pause. Sorry if it's lagging. I gotta let him finish. Upload the files to the archive. How much time is it gonna take? Oh, 4 minutes. Come on. Never mind. I'm gonna pause and I'll upload all of this once the stream is over. Yeah, there you go. Now it's green. So I kind of want to go through the process of how we render characters. It's super straightforward since we've been I've been working on this rendering scene for some months now, and I've made it better and better. So just let's go through that, and I think that'll be it for today. Tonight's gonna be kind of a short stream, like an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes, cause I got some stuff I gotta take care of after this. So yeah, that's it. And we will be preparing all the material for tomorrow's release. So let's do that right now. And to be honest, it's very straightforward. Like, this is the renders I did yesterday. Let's bring this guy. Nope, not that guy. Let's load the Raistlin, this guy. We have to export all of this as an OBJ. As well as the base. Base. Now let's import those here. So these files are a little bit heavy for Maya. Oh, they're upside down. So it kind of takes a little bit for it to load them. For like the import is a little bit slow, but it's gotta be patient. There you go. Now, oh, that's not good. Actually, let's see if we can. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's get rid of that. So let's get rid of all of this and re-export. This time I wanna have this export. I have turned that on. That way, when I export this, it's gonna be the same mesh and not a ton of them. Alright, now let's import it. Taking its time. What? Why? You know what? Never mind. Let's just group it here. Let's just turn it sideways. Move the pivot there and scale it down. Now I moved the camera last night for the basis, but let's try to put it somewhere that looks nice. Now I have already my material set up here, so that's just gonna be assigning the correct ones. Let's save before something happens. Now what I want to do is I'm gonna just make a couple of poses, not poses, but angles from where I wanna get this character from. So that's one. Probably this one should be a little bit more rotated to the other side. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Probably one in the back. This part. Let's make sure it's on the center of the frame. Perfect. Now I'm gonna make test resolution. Let's go for 10%. See that? It's already looking great. It's probably a bit too glossy, but no worries. Kind of wanna play with the depth of field, otherwise it'll look super blurry. Now I'm putting this cube here just to get to know the distance from the cube and the camera, which is here, and then I'm gonna make that my focal length, I mean my depth of field distance. Let's go here. What was that? 295. Okay, 295. And then we can get rid of this, and let's save this one, see if that looks any different. Should be a little bit less blurry. See that? Now if we did a bigger render, like 50%, we could get a better idea of how this is looking right now. And if that's working, then we can just render the rest of the frames. Hopefully this won't freeze the stream. I think it's not. It's working fine. Or is it choppy? You let me know. I love rendering these models because they always pop a lot more when rendered nicely. So it's always a joy to put them in here and just render these images. They usually take some time, so whenever I'm doing this process, I tend to just put in the frames and then hit the render button and then just go do something else while it's working. Because this is not even the actual resolution. We're at 50%, so that means the full resolution thing will take 4 times, 4 times the time this is taking. By 3, because it's 3 frames. So yeah, that's quite some time. Might be like an hour and a half. So we're just gonna make sure this is working, it's looking nice, and then we'll be done for the night. I'll end the stream and then just prepare this to render all the frames, and yeah, that'll be it. It's looking kind of something I don't like, and I don't know if I changed something last night and that's why it's looking a little bit red, like yellowish, orange, reddish, kind of I don't know where that's coming from. It's probably the light from the right. Oh no, it's the one on the left. Of course. I think it's fine. The base is a bit glossy. Don't like it that much that way, so let's just turn this value up a little bit. Better. Okay, now let's save this and let's prepare for the actual renders. Let's do that. Let's create a folder here called renders. And this is the boring part of all the process, but it has to be done. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all these pretty pictures to post on social media and Patreon, all of that. Once we get the, hopefully tomorrow, I'm crossing fingers. Once we get the printer, we're gonna post this plus pictures of the prints. Like right now, the test prints I'm running, they don't look very nice. The printer we have, not that good. But yeah, once we get the new one, we'll be posting more pictures for sure. So that's the correct folder.